Hi there, Moneywise with you, and I'm going to solve chess, riddles, puzzles, whatever you want to call it, tactics, and I'm going to do this with English as my primary language here on Lichess this time, so you're going to be able to read all the stuff. And I'm going to use the start and set fellow subscriber named Eden Murs showed me, and I really like it, so I'm going to have it activated while playing this puzzles today. So let's get to the real stuff. So black has played bishop to g4, and that was a mistake. That's all we know for now, and now it's time to try to understand why that is wrong. I'm seeing this bishop here and g4 is actually almost attacked by the e2 bishop and the d1 queen. So my first idea is knight takes d4, which grabs material and at the same time double attacks that bishop on g4, while it is only protected by the knight on f6, so once, and attacked twice by my bishop and queen. If he decided to solve the problem with his bishop first by taking on e2, my knight would be there in time, leaving the square where he is attacked on d4 and taking on e2, thus solving my puzzle, my problem with the knight, which is attacked after my first move. So I think that's the way to go here. I'll take here, that's right, and I don't use either the rook or the queen to take, because both cases would drop my knight, but I take the knight, and that's it. 7 points I gained for this. Next puzzle, I am controlling the black pieces, and white took a pawn on g6. This is why I moved back and forth here, to show that there was a pawn on g6. Let's have a look at why this is a mistake. Even though it looks so strong, it looks like white is throwing all his material on my king. There's this far advanced pawn, there's both bishops, there's a rook on f1 on a half open file, there's also a knight on e2, and possibly even the queen on d1 ready to shine in and attack my king here in his heavily damaged shelter. He's barely castled again anymore, but it still is a mistake, and I'm going to try to figure out and find out why. First thing to consider is possibly taking here his bishop on g5, which seems unprotected, even though I'd have to be really careful and really sure it is okay if I wanted to take it, because I'm facing quite an attack, I think. So if I took it, what is White's options? He could take on h7, which I could use to take back with my king. No real problems I can spot there. Other ideas, I just, it doesn't feel so good. Doesn't mean it couldn't be a good move, but let's consider other things too. Let's consider knight to e5. Knight to e5 would attack this bishop on d3, but that's protected, and also attack this pawn, but still white could probably just take, and take with check, by the way, and continue in a normal way. It would open the diagonal for the c8 bishop, but I'm not sure where that could lead. Where is the advantage? Where's the idea? Other ideas, I could just take the pawn with my h pawn. H takes g6, maintaining pressure on his bishop. But what do I win? What's the advantage? I don't see where this could be going. There's this cover check ideas by pushing the pawn, but why should white allow that? I don't see how to force white to give up the bishop on d3, which is quite nicely protecting the center structure and preventing my long distance checks here on that a7 to g1 diagonal. I really don't see that. What about, oh, I got a new idea exploiting this scheme. What about taking on e4 with the rook? Because if he wanted to take back material, he would have to take the rook with the bishop, and I'd be able to push the pawn, delivering check with a queen and attacking the knight at the same time. Though I still don't know if taking this isn't bad. Oh, I accidentally solved this. It just looked best, but just more because I didn't find anything more valuable. I was just exploring this, but then the point of trying an attack here that leads to nothing isn't really valid if there's material to be taken, and I didn't see any clear way for white to exploit it on the other side. So to finish that up, can we take? That's possibly the thing to think about here. If we take, we might run into e5. Just cover check with this bishop here. So we might be better off just docking in the corner here, king to h8, and even using his pawn as a cover for my king. I'm going to do this. Yes, that's right, and that's probably the point here. We could switch on computer analysis here, Stockfish running in my browser, and see what happens if we took here. I bet the engine will suggest it's still loading. I hope that works. Well, let's see. Do we get anything? There we are. And probably is there a setting? Oh, we can go deeper here. That's interesting. But still, I would like to see the move. He's suggesting drawing the board. But anyways, let's see. Knight at g3 is what he suggests. So doesn't go for the immediate check here. But let's see. If we go to the corner, it's quite a lot better, because the king is a little more safe. Let's go for one last for today, and this g6 move is a mistake by black. I always think it makes me sound very, very smart when I say this is a mistake, but it will take me a minute or more to tell you why that might be a mistake and to show you how to win this position. So it's more cheating than real, but you probably figured that out a long time ago. Let's see what that changes. First idea is it opens the very, very, very long a1 to h8 diagonal, and the square d4 looks really interesting for my queen, because at d4, I'm sorry, the queen is attacking the bishop g4 and the rook h8 at the same time, so it's a double attack. I first thought it would also attack the knight on b6, but that's obviously not true because the queen is protecting it. Let's see what white could, what black could, could answer. Black could take my knight here, but that would result in me taking his rook. And if he tried to get something going on the queen, on the king side here, I'd have queen takes h7. and I would be on the h file protecting h2 and possibly anything going on here. Plus my next move might be, if I was allowed to take on h8 with my queen, I might go bishop h6 as fast as possible, trying to win material here on f8, where he had to do some clever stuff probably to save the bishop. And the other option he has is saving the rook, probably with a rook move, rook to g8. I just take the bishop, no questions asked. Other options he might have, he could protect the bishop with a pawn move. Pawn to f5 would save the bishop but still drop the rook. Pawn to f6 would drop the bishop while saving the rook. So I guess queen to d4 is it. And it is. It's right. He takes. I'll take with a queen in the corner, and black has to take care of his bishop first because he's still and quite much under attack here. He'll have to move away and I can chase him. That's what the engine suggests. Probably engine would even chase him once more with g4. Interesting. Let's go a little deeper on that. And now he's chased here, chased by the rook. Oh my god, that's a journey. Rook d2, back to f5, and even dropping the material here. Interesting. I don't quite understand why he didn't retreat to one of those defensive squares, but probably he would run into bishop h6 and problems with his f8 bishop. Anyways, thanks for watching. I got a good 3 solved puzzles in here, and you see all those negative scores. I always do those puzzles when not recording, so luckily being on video seems to improve my mental abilities or my abilities to concentrate on the puzzles for you. So keep watching to increase my score and ratings. I hope you enjoyed watching, and see you next time with more puzzles, more games, more chess. Goodbye.